I'll start it now.
Well, okay. So if your preferred customers ever need to change anything, just have them call into customer service, and the customer service team can make a change to that schedule so that they don't lose the chance to get that extra 10% off of their preferred customer orders. So the next thing we're going to talk about your points earned for each level that's on your team. Your level one would be, and I'm going to go off of the faces that I can see over here on the right. So if I signed up Jennifer would be my level one. And then if Jennifer turned and signed up Kelly would be my level 2. And then if Kelly signed Sarah, that would be her level 3. And then it goes down after that. Your first 3 levels, you get 5 points for each one of them. Points are how you rank advance within the company, and I'm going to cover that in just a minute. The highest or the lowest, I guess, level you can get paid through is level 7. Nobody gets paid any higher than level 7, and level 7s are worth 1 point. So this is how you're going to, I don't know, I'll go over it in just a minute. We'll get there. The pay points, the value of each pay point, because you're getting paid off of the total pay points that you have within your organization. Pay points are dependent on the total personal volume averaged out between every ambassador in the company. The pay points are profit sharing. You get profit sharing from the time you become a senior ambassador in the company. Or no, ambassadors get paid on their level 1s. So you get profit sharing as soon as you start signing people up as ambassadors under you. So you have a good, this company starts paying you right away. But the pay points, like I said, are an average of the total personal volume of all active ambassadors. So you really want to try to get your people to make sure they're getting their personal volume in and qualified, because it affects the total value of the pay points and it brings the pay points down. So everybody starts getting paid less throughout the company. So the next, we're going to go over ranks, and I'll do a little bit of how to rank advance. I'm not going to go too far up because you should catch on to how it works after I get to gold. So associates are ambassadors who have paid for their annual membership fee, but their backup order is not in place. Sometimes brand new ambassadors will show up as associates in the first 24 hours, but it goes away. Associates they just don't have their backup order on, and they've never placed a personal order themselves. Ambassadors have their annual membership current, their backup order is in place, and they have maybe 1 ambassador under them. Silver or senior ambassadors sign 2. We're going to go straight to silver though. To rank to silver, you need 3 personally sponsored qualified ambassadors under you. That means ambassadors that you personally signed. They're qualified, which means they have to go silver. They can have a welcome pack, or they need to have purchased $100 in personal volume. And you don't need points for the silver rank. You get $100 on your paycheck for that month, and you're going to be paid up to your levels 5 if you are 5 deep already at silver. Gold and above ranks are a little bit different. All of these qualifications are the same. You need to have 3 personally sponsored ambassadors, which you're probably going to since you're silver. You need to have 100 points total in your organization. You need to have 15 points outside of your primary leg to go gold. Your primary leg is the person who's bringing you the most points. So you can have 85 points coming from one of your ambassadors, but at least 15 need to be coming from outside. And the gold bonus is $250, and you'll still be getting paid for your levels 1 through 5. If you have any other questions about rank advancing, get with your sponsor or me or Sarah, and we can explain it more. But it just goes up from there. Emerald is where it changes as far as bonuses go, because you get a share in the Emerald pool, which is more profit sharing. You also get qualified for the Lexus stipend and for the trip to Maui every year. And as you rank advance higher than Emerald, you get a share in the Sapphire pool and in the Diamond pool. The next thing is business building bonuses, which are, around here. I don't know. I don't see them. Okay. Business building bonuses are the bonuses you get paid for your ambassadors that join with the welcome pack. I always encourage my team to sign people with welcome packs because it gets those new ambassadors the best price on their first round of product. That's the cheapest they're ever going to be eligible to get them. And it just starts them off with some really great training material. They're revamping the welcome packs right now with even more training material, and they're going to come packaged up like a gift because Plexus is an amazing gift that you can purchase for yourself. So half the cost of a welcome pack, 50% of that $100 or $200 that they're getting is paid directly back to the ambassadors who are in the first 3 levels above that new ambassador. So 25% of, I see, buddy, 50% of that, so 25% of the total cost of the welcome pack goes back to the person who sponsored that ambassador. So $100 welcome pack, $25 of it is paid back to the sponsor. Nobody, please go in the house. Sorry, guys. And so then the first 3 levels above that person also get a share on the business building bonuses. Business building bonuses are paid out the following Friday. So from Sunday to Saturday. So this week, it's Thursday now, anybody signed up through Saturday will be paid out next Friday. So anybody that joined this week, you're going to get your business building bonuses for them next Friday. Business building bonuses are a really great way to supplement your Plexus income because they're really great. They're beneficial. The welcome packs are really beneficial for your new ambassadors because they're getting that cheap product or cheaper product than our wholesale price. And you're making a little bit more money too. If they can't purchase a welcome pack when they first join, they have 60 days after they become an ambassador to call into customer service and place that order for their welcome pack, whichever one they want. They can just log on to their website and click the little join button and look at the welcome packs and choose one. And that's all I've got, Sarah, for compensation plan. Does anybody have questions on comp plan? No? You can unmute yourselves.
You have to unmute yourself if you have questions.
Can you be
Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the steps of signing up ambassadors when they tell you that they're ready to join Plexus. So I'm going to share my screen now too. Okay, so what's really important about telling people to join Plexus, I see a lot of the time people post their personal website. However, it's a much smarter idea to give people the main website up here, plexusworldwide.com or plexusslim.com. So they're going to go to Join Plexus, and they're going to type in your ambassador number. And it's going to take, it's going to take you to the welcome pack page. Now, it's really important to sign ambassadors with welcome packs, especially as they're going through a revamping of what the welcome pack is going to include in it. I always encourage, if people are ready to buy a larger welcome pack, that's $50 to you the next following week. And for them, it's usually a really huge savings. Like this welcome pack right here is close to like $400 off retail price. I do know people have mixed opinions about the welcome pack, and that's totally fine. Everybody runs their business a little bit differently. The most popular welcome pack would be Welcome Pack I. It's the triplex combo, and it's $10 cheaper than what we get it at our wholesale cost. However, it is still an option with Plexus at this time that you can join for the $35. So if they can choose whichever one that they want, and they just select agree. Now it gets us to the really confusing page of the auto qualification. Almost everybody that signs up is really confused about what the auto qualification is. Now, when you're joining Plexus, Plexus has the idea in place that you are joining Plexus to sell the products. So what the auto qualification is that if you do not have it on, Plexus will not send you a paycheck. So if your auto qualification's not on and you have PV for the month or preferred customers, your sponsor is going to get your paycheck. So you can put your fears to the side about the auto qualification. It is not going to ship out to you. I know, especially on my team, I don't let auto qualification ship out unless they want them. So they can honestly pick whichever auto qualification that they want. It does not matter. However, I know that, and then the next step is they'll just go and fill out their information. I have had people ask me why they need to put their social security number in there, and that is because Plexus is going to send you a 1099 no matter how much you sell, or if you don't sell. The next thing, so for the earnings payout, the e-wallet is just money going into their back office that Plexus will save for them, and they can use it on product. The ProPay card is a separate card that comes from a separate business, and so they have to go to that website. Plexus is going to give them their ProPay card information, and they have to go to that website and fill out the ProPay card information on their own. So I have had situations where people forget to go to the ProPay website and fill out their information. So I always tell people to do electronic funds transfer, which is direct deposit. And so they just fill out, like if they had a job, their direct deposit information, and Plexus will send them deposits on the 15th and on Fridays for their business building bonuses. So that is how you sign somebody up. Now hold on, let me go to my website and show you how to set up your backup order. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so sometimes people, when they join, they don't set up their backup order. And when they need to go in and set up the backup order, they just go in their back office into the shopping tab and select backup order. And so, okay, I have mine in place, so I'm going to delete that and show you guys how to add one. So you just go down to create new backup order or auto qualification. And I always tell people just to put the triplex combo on there. It's just really easy. It meets the requirements. It's very simple. You don't have to add anything else. And then just continue. It's like you're going through and putting in a fake order. Now, you can choose any day between the 10th and the 28th to ship out. Now, the other purpose of the auto qualification is what would be called the backup order. And some people, they're not real internet savvy maybe, and so they want to set up their order one time and they want to choose what day of the month that they want to receive it. Anywhere from the 1st to the 28th of the month. So you can help them if they're just a wholesale user and they're ordering enough products to get 100 PV. You can go in there and you can help them set up their backup order and choose a day that they want it, and then their card will just get charged on that day every month. So the conditional, you always want the conditional, because the not conditional is it'll ship out no matter what. Okay. And then so my backup order is in place. Just update it. And then as long as it looks like this on your website, everything is good. Let me see here. So what else were we gonna go over with the auto call? Did I miss anything with that? You're muted.
I couldn't find the unmute button. I think that was it. Maybe go over how to edit your backup order. It's just a different button click, but just
Oh,
in case
yeah.
anybody needs to know how to edit.
So you
You
can
can
put,
also, if you know you're going to be over 100 PV before your backup order ships, but you want it to ship, that's when you would switch it to
to not conditional. That's gonna make it ship no matter what.
You have a few people that have theirs set up to come out that way.
Right. So if you don't, like how I order my products is I just go into shopping and I select new order every month. And because I order different products every month. Let's see. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about the auto qualification or signing up ambassadors? I know that a lot of people get questions about the auto qualification. So I'm curious about any questions that or objections that you're getting about that.
I have a question, like when you already have a preferred customer, how do you just switch them over to an ambassador?
So you personally can call customer service for them and say that they joined you as an ambassador, and they'll see that on there, and they'll delete their preferred customer order.
Yeah, they just go in and sign up as an ambassador like regular. I usually just have my people go into their customer account and cancel their order.
Okay.
After they're not ordering for a while, the company sees that they're inactive anyway and will cancel that out.
Okay. Sounds good. That was the one thing I was trying to do last week, and I was like, it's not letting me do it. So
Yeah, there's no way to just switch the customer straight over. They'll sign up just like anybody else would, and then you can just call customer service, or they can just log into their customer account and click cancel on that auto ship.
okay. Thank you.
Anybody else have questions?
Let me see. I know we answered the question that we got about the primary legs. That's just whoever's bringing you the most points every month. And then everyone else is bringing you points as well. And the higher up that you go, the more people that you're going to need on your outside leg. So it's really important to sign as many personal people as possible. You want as many level ones as possible. You don't want just someone to just take it away with them, because it'll hinder you in the long run. I thought we'd have more questions.
I got a question. If the people that you've signed up for new ambassadors are considered associates right now, how do you get them to turn on that backup order?
Just shoot them a message.
What if you have multiple times? How do you convince them they need to have that on? Because I don't get points for them right now, correct?
Right. Well, you'll get points for them when they order, but you can't go silver. And I know you would be silver right now, but it's really up to them. You just have to talk to them and tell them, it's not going to ship. It will not ship as long as you have $100 of personal volume before the 25th.
Have you added them in a conversation with Sarah before?
No.
Sometimes
That's what I would do.
From someone that they don't know, because you have complete control over your backup order. It will not ship unless you don't turn it off, or if you want it to ship. There's no penalty to turn it off. It's not going to hurt you if you turn it on. So I don't know. I've never really had an issue with not getting someone to turn it on after I've explained it to them entirely.
And sometimes it's better to just tell them to, if you can get on the phone with them, because explaining it, like typing it out, doesn't really make sense versus just telling somebody over the phone how it works. I've never had anyone object when I've told them over the phone.
Or you can, I have that video I posted in my group too, Stephanie. You can tag them in that.
Okay.
Because I think it's been a while back now that it's posted, but I can bump it up. And I just have a video explaining what it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Anybody else? Just over here. Bueller?
I'm gonna look at the post really quick and see if there were any other questions on the post that I missed. Let's see. Um, Okay, so Cindy asked me any info or pointers on how to grow my team. So the thing about feeling like you're pressuring people, then you might, in my opinion, if you feel like you're pressuring people, your target market is the wrong people. And the people that you want on your team are people that have already made the decision for themselves. I have come to find out that anybody that I have pressured into the business or even into the products has not been successful. And I know that there are some exceptions to that, but it's one of those things where you have to started off with, like, above all else, this is your journey, this is your experience with the products above all else, and people come after that to go onto their own journey. And so sometimes I think people get confused in the ranks and like the feeling of growing a team and this is having a bunch of followers and stuff like that. It simply is consistently, daily inviting people on the journey that you are on and that you are loving. And the people that feel pressured by that are not the people that you want on your team in the first place. So I learned to just let go of that feeling like I was pressuring people, because I learned when I got into self-development that if I was pressuring people, those were not the people that I wanted. What do you have to say about that, Sarah?
I'm totally on the same page.
With consistency, the right people will come. We just had a conversation about it in my group earlier about people posting sales and reimbursing memberships and offering to pay shipping. That's cool and all, but that's not going to get you solid people. The best people come from organic decisions where they have gotten to the point within themselves that they are ready to take these steps with their health. Those are going to bring you the best people. Okay. And so it's not about adding a bunch of people all at once. It's really not. It's about that will come as your team, as you have solid rock stars on your team, and the momentum will pick that up. But when you're working on silver and gold and your people that are going to kind of make up your leaders, so to say, you want to be really selective about who you put on your team. So it's definitely not anybody that you feel like you're pressuring.
Okay.
Just do you. Does that help you, Cindy? I think she's on here.
Yes, it does. I wasn't feeling like I was pressuring anybody. I just felt like with my posts, I'm posting like every day. And if I'm not getting a lot of responses back, I felt like, what more can I do?
I will tell you that I post every day, and Sarah will vouch for this because this is her too. I will post every single day, multiple times a day. I probably have somebody ask me about Plexus once every 3 weeks.
Okay.
So
Yes.
it is not, it really comes in waves, especially in the summertime. A lot of people, you know, certain jobs are out of work. A lot of people are home with their kids. They don't feel like they have time for all of that. They're out doing things. It's kind of, which is why, like, if you join in the summer, it's a great time to get as much learning as possible as you can and get that really all under your belt. So when the momentum upswing does happen, like right around October time, you're already fully prepared. You know everything. You'll definitely be silver by then. And that way you already know everything. And when you have that big response, you're prepared. And so it's just learning to like use the downtime more wisely. And I definitely got into the feeling where I would post all the time and be like, why is nobody messaging me? And I've learned to let that go and know that when people are ready, they will message you. And, you know, I still do contact people, and some people I've had to contact some people 10, 20 times for them to make the decision. It's just all like how we were talking about. People are just on this spectrum, and a lot of people get stuck in that quick fix ditch and they cannot get out. And so sometimes I look at it as like a hidden blessing that I'm not getting a ton of people asking me, because, you know, that's less people that are going to quit on me.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, when you're posting consistently, the people know that you're committed to the products, and there's so many people that are watching you.
Oh yeah. Is Amy on here? Let's see her. No, she's not. But people are watching you all the time. Like one of my ambassadors, her ex-boyfriend was watching her posts and asked her about the products for his girlfriend. So, like, you never know who's watching you. I mean, I've had the strangest people contact me. And don't be afraid to tag other people, like, in your family in your posts. I've tagged my mom before in posts, and I've gotten people from her. Because, you know, you can, just because people aren't on your team, you can still tap into their network. And I still have yet to make one for myself personally, but a lot of people when they're starting out make what's called a referral and rewards program. And, you know, like family members or people that are not interested in the products or the business, you can say that's fine. They can still help you as a connector to people. And, you know, you can ask them, if you bring me a certain amount of people to use my products, or as a team member, you can have my cash bonus for me signing them up with a welcome pack, because that's either going to be $50 or $25 to you. Or, you know, I will give you a free trial pack if you bring me a person as a customer. That's something really good to put into place in the beginning. Because how I look at it is that I've noticed that people always come back, and it's just kind of like whenever they're ready on their timeline.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, now that we opened a whole new can of worms, does anybody else have questions? I know this is like a hot topic, how to sign people up. Everybody wants ambassadors. Nope. Let's see. Jen, are you busy right now? Jennifer Cantrell? Can she unmute herself? No.
Nope, I'm not busy. What's up?
Can you share with them, because your team is awesome, can you share like how you were able to get your ambassadors through like your personal relationships? Because I think a lot of people are really nervous about like telling their friends and like people that they know. And I really feel like you took the bull by the horns with that one, and you were just like, listen, this is awesome, like do this with me. And you're really about the inviting, and I think that people get it confused with like sales versus inviting.
You know, I think it was that I didn't attack them with the sales part of it. You know, I talked to them, they know me and they know what I've gone through. The pain that I was going through, the weight gain and the fibromyalgia and everything. And I talk a lot about what I'm going through and how it's helping me. So they see the excitement, and you have to share it. You know, I have so many ambassadors on the team that are just not moving up, but none of them are sharing their personal story.
Right.
So you have to keep telling everybody your improvements, because they're checking to see. And it's really strange because every week as I post stuff and updates, I get a different person each week. And then I've had people that have touched me 2-3 times and said, no, I'm just skeptical, I don't want to do it yet. And then the third, fourth time, they finally are like, you know what, I'm just going to go for this because I keep watching you. So people are watching. They're just waiting to see if you're sticking with it, is what the big thing is. And I just, you know, I'm just honest with them about it. You know, I think I just play, I don't beg them and please join. I don't do that. I think I just play hard to get, you know, with them. I just kind of give them a little bit of information and go, okay,
good one.
You know, and that drives them crazy because I don't tell them everything. I just tell them a little bit, and then they just kind of stop. And then a week later, they're like, you've got to tell me more about this. And so then I get on the phone with them, and at that point, you know, it's they sign up usually. So I think playing hard to get with them is the best.
And that's kind of what we were talking about last week, you guys, is it's really that simple, is like not vomiting the opportunity on them, not vomiting what the products do on them, and just you going a little bit and asking questions and them coming back a lot, like you making it all about them. And how she was talking about, I get on the phone with them. That is so, so important. And this is a big thing that I've changed about my business, is getting away from the computer and getting away from typing with people, because that is so not personal. And when you're inviting them on your Plexus journey, they're not buying products. They're trying to change their life, because if you're posting about Plexus, I really hope that you're posting to say that this is changing your life. And so pick up the phone and call them if you have talked to them about joining, and if they're a little skeptical. You know, we've talked about the magic text a little bit. She says, you know, let me call you, because as soon as you get them in that personal conversation, everything is going to change. It's not, they can ignore you in a message. If they're on the phone with you, they have to respond. They can't just hang up the phone on you. Mm. And so I just like what she said, like play hard to get with them, give a little and then come back a lot. I always know when people are going to message me about Plexus, and then that message comes up and I saw them like some of my stuff, and I knew they were going to message me about Plexus. Let them come to you. And I made a video for my team I think it was today, but desperation will show in your post, and being content with what you have. And like how Jen said, playing hard to get with them and getting on the phone, that's taking action. Just posting on Facebook all the time is just kind of like, that's waiting for people to come to you on their own terms. But if you're ready to do it as a business, like that's when you need to take the steps of action. So thank you, Jen.
And
I also listen to conversations. I have a daycare that I own, and I heard a mom, you know, she was talking about her son and some health issues he was having. And, you know, once she was done talking to somebody, I kind of pulled her to the side and said, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? You know, you have to listen to what people are talking about and go after those people too, because she was like, are you serious? And she's going to give it a try, because they've tried everything for her poor little son. And, you know, I mean, just people don't know about it. She goes, what is that? I've never even heard of it. So, you know, you could just give the information. I said, no pressure, just wanted to share this with you as an option, you know, because you're at the end there. So I just listen to people too. And I watch Facebook conditions that people are having or issues that they're posting. Oh, I'm so this and this and this. And then I may tag them in something or post something about that helps. And then they call me and go, how did you, wait a minute, you know, and then they just,
I'm a chronic
they send.
tagger. I tag all sorts of people and stuff. And that's when like the magic message like comes into play. And it's as simple as saying, this may or may not be for you, and that's okay. But I believe that you would be the most perfect person for my Plexus team. Can I call you and explain why? Or if you don't feel like they'd be good on the team, you like, maybe they're posting about money issues, you could say the team. But if they're posting about health issues, you can say, like I said, this may or may not be for you, and that's okay. But I believe you would be the most perfect person for Plexus products. Can I call you about it sometime, or today or tomorrow or whatever? I believe that I try to feel the person out when I'm talking to them and see if I should tell them about the business side. I definitely, I'm not a person that is against wholesale ambassadors. I think that everyone has their right to get a discount on products. And most of the leaders in the company signed up just for the wholesale discount. And so I think that, when people think about people joining your team, I think they get confused. I think that they're looking for the next person that wants to make, like, hit the big bank. And it doesn't always have to be that. But Sarah, I heard you talking a minute ago.
I was just going to say that there's a statistic that an average person has to hears no 7 times before they'll say yes. So keep in mind when those people are telling you no, like if your dad would be a great candidate because he's type 2 diabetic and you think that products would be really great for him, he might be telling you no. But if you just keep planting that seed and don't be pushy or anything, just keep saying it and bring it up in conversation and just say, I'm not trying to be pushy or anything. I just really think this could help you. Most people are going to tell you no like 7 times before they say they're going to do it. So
Right.
just keep that in mind. You'll find a lot of people, like Jen was saying, she hears no 3 or 4 times usually, and then they give in. But some people are a little bit more stubborn than that, and you never know what's going on in their life. So
and I will tell you on the stubborn thing, she's not on this right now, but she's definitely going to listen to the recording. Kim Phelps is on my team, my aunt, and she had fibromyalgia really bad. And I had originally told her about Plexus when I started, before I even started back in 2013. And she thought I was legitimately crazy. And I continued, even when I was not active in Plexus, because I took over a year break, I still told her about Plexus and never gave up on telling her about Plexus. And when I started my business again in February of this year, I was very adamant with her about Plexus. And I think she got annoyed to the point of me where she was ready to delete me on Facebook. But I tagged her in everything, and I found everything I could relating to fibromyalgia and Plexus, and I would send it to her in a private message. And now she is an ambassador, finally, after me telling her for a year and a half about Plexus, that even while I was not even active in Plexus, I mean, my membership was literally expired, and I was still telling her, you need to buy some Plexus. And now she is an ambassador, and she's rocking her business, and it feels amazing. And the improvements that her family sees in her, like, it brings tears to everybody's eyes. If someone is on your heart about the products, don't ever give up on them. Like, I know that you think that they don't want to hear it, but they're not ready to hear it, is what it is. When everybody is ready in their own time, like even myself personally, I was not ready for the Plexus opportunity. And so, like I said, I quit for over a year. And when I felt like I was ready to take the Plexus plunge, I really started working my business and giving it my all, and just decided that I was all in, no matter what, no matter how many people tell me no, no matter if I got 1,000 no's, I was still doing it. And because the thing about Plexus is that you're not pushy, because Plexus is not like any other opportunity. It's not sales. It's relationship marketing. And the way that we just talked about the compensation plan, the way that our company pays us is unlike any other. What? What?
For a second.
Oh, it's unlike any other network marketing company. And if you've been involved in network marketing or in direct sales, you are now involved in Plexus, you know that to be a true fact. I have been involved in other network marketing and sales, and nothing pays like Plexus and has literally no requirements like Plexus. But yeah. That's my spiel for the day. Does anybody have anything else? Nope.
All right, then.
What do we want to talk about next week? Sarah, I'm just giving inspirational speeches out left and right today. Does anybody have any suggestions of what they would like to cover next week where they feel like they may not be like for sure about stuff? There's all sorts of topics with Plexus, and so I am open to suggestion. We have a quiet crowd this evening. I feel like I'm talking to myself. We could talk about
Not as quick on my feet this week with a new topic.
what's really important to people right now, getting customers or getting ambassadors. I want to hear some opinions.
I think the correct answer is getting customers, personally.
Ooh, what?
Once your customers are happy and faithful, and sometimes that only takes a couple of days, they'll sign up as
They turn into ambassadors, yes. So we could talk about how to get customers and how to turn them into ambassadors. There we go. That's decided. Next Thursday
Does
at
that work for everyone?
Yeah, they agree. Ooh, yeah, Alicia. Okay. So next Thursday at 7 Pacific time, 9 Central time, 10 Eastern time. Oh, hold on. Yep, Chelsea says customers. I love it. We will talk about how to get customers, and this one might be a little bit longer because customers are a big subject, and maybe and how to keep our customers, and just kind of some things that you guys really have to understand in a business like this with customers, because it's not like a job, and how to turn those customers into ambassadors. This is going to be a good one. Get ready to grow your businesses, guys. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
So do I just do stop recording?